morning, Plum here, playing World of Tanks, and I've just plucked the latest replay from the top of my inbox, quite literally from the top of my inbox, and this is it, and fortunately, on paper it looks really good. Just watched it, and it is really good, so I'm going to show you guys what it's all about. This is a Stug 3 game, playing with Dave 333. You're never sure of the 3s on names, whether they're supposed to be pronounced as an E, so is it Davey? From the Globs clan. Maybe you can correct us on that in the comments, Davey. Anyway, he's in his Stug 3 and he's got the 105mm. He said he just watched my latest video on the Sherman Jumbo with the derp gun fitted, and he just had this game and he thought of me, so he sent it to me. And this is something you can do with these almost artillery shells, really. You can lob them over stuff. That would actually hit the fountain. It's an incredible shot. You can see what he's trying to do, lob it over and have it drop down on the M5 Stuart. Is it going to work? You don't really see a reason why it shouldn't. They do have this arc to the shots, so maybe you just need to aim a bit lower. Actually aim at the fountain and it's still going to go up and over the top of the fountain, and they might actually hit the target. I would love to have seen him pull that shot off. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever looped a shot over before. It would be really interesting to see if that's actually possible. I might have to go into a training room and try lobbing shells, high explosive shells. Anyway, he's got his tank fitted out. Let's just take a look down here, because we're still not going to get any luck for the next couple of moments. He's taken out no heat rounds. He's taken out no armor-piercing rounds. He's taken out just high explosive. That's all we need, and finally we get some damage done on a BT7 Art. He misses, and he just sits there, This is a tier 4 game, so relatively low tier. The teams we've lost, we've got some team killing going on, it seems, for some reason, and the scores are level. There's a whole bunch of tanks left to shoot at right now. Change tack, we'll go to this side of the map, we'll go down to Rainbow Road, Banana Road, Curvy Road. I can't remember what it's supposed to be called. What's it called? I can't remember if I came up with Rainbow Road. Anyway, I like Rainbow Road. He's gone down Rainbow Road and gets himself an absolute sitter here. A lot of the action is going to occur here on this curve of this road. We're going to get quite a few kills. You don't need a lot of penetration when you're firing these rounds. They're 10 centimeters across. Make that with your hand. These shells, they're massive at this tier. So when they hit things, they explode with an enormous explosion and do a heck of a lot of damage. There we go. T-70 destroyed. Matilda destroyed. Luckily, he's very map aware, is Dave, and he sees these guys coming around. This is just fantastic. Watch this. Fireball. And then he thinks, oh, can I do that again? Reload. Hello, Mr. Looks. Give me another fireball, please. That's just brilliant. Poof. This M8A1's going to prove a little bit more problematic. The accuracy of these guns is, of course, woeful, as you should be. And I think, yeah, we had a real jerk of the hand there. I've done that before. You think, oh, they're going across, and you jerk, and then it just pulls, and you got to re-aim. There's a sitter. No, it's not reloaded yet. Come on, we've got to hit this guy. There's only 3 of us left, and there's 4 of them left. And he just floats that shot in absolutely beautifully. I should really try to slow down these shots, because it's really graceful watching these shells.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Curve their way through the sky as they go to target. I'll try and slow it down on this next one. We can watch it in slow motion. Glorious slow motion. Another tier 3 to shoot at, and slow it down.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Dang it. It's too quick. Even these shells are too quick to slow down when you're watching a replay. 7 kills. That leaves the M7 Priest and a Covenanter, I think it is. Is it a Covenanter? Yep. Still running loose somewhere. Armada 38T decides to push up. The Armada 38T is the tank preceding this in the tech tree. I've got the Armada 38T. I've had it for ages since they first released it a couple of years ago, and I've never gone any further than the Armada 38T, so I could have this tank. Anyway, M7 Priest. What can happen? What can happen? The Priest is loaded. They both exchange shots, I think. We miss. The M7 Priest hits, but he doesn't have to do a lot here to actually kill this guy, because he knows he's on an epic reload and plants one in his face. I'm going to have to try and slow that last shot down, the last tank, when we get to it. So, he's having an absolute corker, isn't he? 8 kills, what can go wrong? Covenanter. Covenanter could screw this up for us big time. 8 kills. We're feeling really positive, really good. Where is he? He's around there somewhere. Let's bring him to us. Let's go in the cap and bring him to us and lay up in wait like a good TD should. He's around here somewhere, surely. He's not been spotted the entire game. So he's probably up this end of the map where there's fewer tanks been spotted. He's probably over by the railway tracks. Coming this way, probably. No, he's down by the Sexton 2. He's about to bag himself a Sexton 2, I think, and he's done it. So now, what do? We've got these are pretty reasonably quick tanks. The Marder 38T is going to pull away here, I think, and it rolls round corners, the Marder 38T. You'd probably roll that thing over if you went round quick enough. Is that in the game yet, rolling over tanks? I can never keep up with the changes. They have it on test servers that you're going to roll around and fall over, but when it comes to it in the game, they don't seem to deliver. Let's speed up the footage a little bit. Right, Covenant has made a catastrophic error and gone in the cap. So we all know where he is, and we've got 2 tanks, so we can approach him from 2 different directions, and one of us can hopefully kill him. Fingers crossed. Back to normal speed. Can we get 9 kills? Would be a Radley Walters, but you don't get Radley Walters down here at tier 4. Let's slow down. Okay, times 16. I want to watch this shot float over. Can he hit him? Or is the Marder 38T going to hit him? Someone's going to hit him. He's between a rock and a hard place, this Covenanter. Do we deserve the kill? I think so. We deserve this kill, Dave. Don't miss. There it goes. It floats over. But then at the same time, the Covenanter shoots at us. He kills us, and we kill the Covenanter. Eye for an eye. That's a nice end to that game, actually. It was pretty quick, pretty intense, but I enjoyed watching it, so I thought I'd put it up on the channel. Big thanks to Dave. I'll bring up his post-game stats and we'll take a look. As you can see, that was easily good enough for an ace tanker in that machine. He also gets, like I just said, an eye for an eye, exchanging shots and dying at the very end. Tad unfortunate. Lucky he is able to pull that shot off, actually. The split second, you know, they both must have pressed their fire buttons. Well, maybe Dave pressed his just slightly earlier because his shell time was obviously going to be about 5 times longer than the Covenanter's shot coming across. It all happened in the blink of an eye though, but a nice ending to that game actually. It was quite satisfactory seeing him get destroyed and kill the Covenanter. We've got high caliber and top gun, and there is a healthy looking result screen. Every tank he engaged, he destroyed. That is formidable, that 105mm. Really is. I'm sorely tempted now to get one. In terms of XP front, he got nearly 3 times more than the next player in his team, so somewhat of a carry. 1589 damage done. Ooh, how many shots fired? 16. You only get 28 rounds in that tank, but down at tier 4 you probably don't need them, to be honest. You only need 15 rounds with that tank and 105mm, don't you? 1 for each tank you meet, if you're lucky. And a nice little take home, times 2. Takes home nearly 4 grand XP. Really, really good result. Thanks for sending that in, Dave. I'm now going to roll over to a one of the Panther drawings has been sent back in. I put up on the channel. So let's take a look at that and see how they've done. So you may recall I put up on the channel that you could download this picture of a Panther and print it off, and you could decorate it however you wanted to. And this is the first one sent back. This is Matty. This is Sten Aldino's little boy. And he's gone to work with the chalks. I guess they're chalks. And we're exclusively using the red and the green. Maybe he's feeling Christmassy, because I would no doubt think that red and green is obviously connected with Christmas. Have you got your decorations up already? Is that a decoration up there? Is that a kite? Is that a traditional old kite like you see in Mary Poppins with a tail and the bow ties on the tail? Potentially. Anyway, here's a detail of the actual drawing. Isn't that fantastic? He's really gone to town on the tank. I love that about that drawing. I love how he's actually really gone to town on the barrel. Made the barrel really distinct with a nice line of red through it and so forth. Yeah, that's cool. And I think his daddy managed to pull out a few words from him about what he was doing, and this is what the little is he 3 or 4? I think he might be 4. This is what the little 4-year-old said. I wanted to strike a stark contrast between the surroundings of a typical field and the bloody horrors of war, Daddy. when that field becomes a battleground, where once there was green, now there is only red. Poetry. The son's a genius. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I'll be looking forward to getting some more of these pictures back over the coming weeks. If you get, I understand most of you probably don't really want to do it because you're grown-ups, or you're at least, you know, young grown-ups. But if you've got kids and you've got a printer, do me a favour and print it off. I'll put it in this video description as well, and get them to colour it in. I don't care what it looks like. I know mine was a bit serious, but you know, I'm a 41-year-old bloke and who's actually an artist, and yeah, that explains that. But I'd love to see your kids' ones doing it, and yours personally. So yeah, go for it. Take care. Bye bye.